Want to irritate the ukulele purists? Maybe. Keep watching. Yes, welcome back. It's got a ukulele review day. As ever, this is just your summary video review. You'll get the full detail about this, the scores, pictures, more detail in the link below this video, which will take you to the website. You can have a browse around there and see my other reviews as well. The normal thank yous running across the bottom of the screen because GotAUkulele stays independent from the brands and the stores and the model makers because I don't take money from them. So this is the only way I can keep it going. My eternal thanks to those people. And if you like what you see on the GotAUkulele channel, as I say every week, why not think about helping me get my subscriber number up and hit the button down there? That would really help me out. Okay, moving on. This one, no, this is not a traditional ukulele. It is not a standard wooden ukulele, and a lot of people get irritated by those, but there is no getting away from the fact they've been around for a while and they've proved incredibly popular. Over my shoulder there is a Magic Fluke Flea, and also the Flight Travel series has done amazingly well. So many of those have been sold, so it comes as no surprise that other brands will get on that bandwagon, and there's no reason for me to dislike them for doing that. It makes sense. This is a new one. This is made by the Ortega company. This is the Keiki K2 Soprano. Keiki isn't the name of the model. Keiki is a sub-brand of Ortega. You may recall I looked at the Keiki K1 Soprano. I really didn't like it, I'm afraid. But this is a different thing altogether because this follows that Flight Travel series concept, in that this is a bowl-back, plastic ABS bowl-back instrument with a laminate wood top dropped onto it, very much like the Flea. And that is incredibly popular. This comes in a dizzying array of styles. You're probably looking at these images and either loving it or hating it. This is called the El Muerto version, Dare the Dead, but you know, that's a bit of fun. There's all sorts of designs. There's flat wood designs that come under the K3 name. There are plain flat colours, rather like the Flights. So there's something for everyone really, so I'm not going to really comment or score it down because of this design work. I don't particularly like the design work. It looks a bit sort of schoolboyish, but you know, there we are. So yeah, we've got this ABS bowl, back and sides, all one piece, and dropped onto that is this laminate. It's a gathis wood on the top. Unlike the Flea and the Travel, there is a lip on these, which a lot of people complain about because it leaves a mark in the arm. This finish is really flush, and looking inside, that top is dropped on with wooden kerfing, so a bit more of a traditional ukulele build for the top. So that's not bad. The bridge here is made of ABS plastic with a plastic straight top saddle dropped into it, screwed in place. I've got no problem with the ABS because there's a lot of plastic in this instrument. What I have a problem with is that this is clearly an instrument that is aimed at beginners and kids as a bit of fun. Why not go with a much easier to change slot style rather than a tie bar? I think that's a mistake. Okay, as I say, there's not much to see inside the thing, but there is that kerfing. There's no finish on the back here, although this is very, very rough compared to the Flights. Now, a lot of people saw that on a sneak peek picture I put up and said, oh, that's awful, that's terrible. Actually, I don't think it's quite so much the problem that it looks, because if there's one complaint about Fleas, it's people find that they slip when they're holding them without a strap. This has got a lot more grip to it, so that's a positive. Otherwise, same sort of construction, plastic bowl back, laminate wood on the top. First big change is that Keiki put a wooden neck on this. They don't. I think it's a kume wood. 3 pieces. The joints are fairly well hidden, so it's a wooden neck rather than the plastic neck on the Flight Travels bolted on. Okay. I mean, I didn't really mind the plastic neck on the Flights, but wood I have no problem with. It's nice to see. What I don't like though is it tapers down to a really broom handle profile up here. It's the same sort of width as the Flight at what, 34, 35, 28 from G to A. It's that profile for me that doesn't work. Another departure from the Flight, and I think this is probably the biggie. They've fitted this with a plastic fingerboard. If it's plastic, they've done it really well. It actually looks like Richlight to me, but they say it's ABS plastic, but you probably can see what the difference is. These are real metal frets. These are plastic frets painted silver, and that silver will rub off. Now, I don't have any problem with plastic frets. That Flea is nearly 15 years old, I don't have any wear on it. People complain about wear on plastic frets. I've never experienced it, so it's not a problem I've ever had. However, I do recognise that if you want to put a wound string on your ukulele, whether you'd want to do that on a soprano, I don't know, but if you put a wound string on it, you're going to destroy the frets. Even putting compound strings on there like Aquila Reds are going to damage plastic frets. So for people who want to do that, metal frets make sense. This has got a standard 12 to the body. They are on the edge of being sharp. I can't call them sharp because they're not, but you know, this was bought blind and it's really close. Position dots at 5, 7 and 10. Thankfully those are repeated on the side. So this is a positive over the flight, I suspect, the metal frets, although it's not a problem for me, as I say. Beyond that nut, which actually looks like bone, which makes me wonder whether the saddle is bone as well. I don't know, they don't specify. This headstock shape with more of the design work that matches the top. I didn't like that shape on the K1 Keiki because I thought it looked far too big on the Soprano, but I think it works here. It reminds me of Vox guitars. I like that black edging around it as well. It sets it off and kind of makes it match the body. That's all right. The tuners are unbranded open gears, but the metalwork looks okay and they work all right too. And finishing it off, it comes with a set of Aquila 4 Ortega strings, which are Aquila strings, I believe, like the Flight does. But it also comes with some extras. It comes with this like canvas drawstring bag, like come with the Watermans, so that's something to carry it in at least. And a little box of accessories. Oh, it has a strap button here as well. One of the accessories here is a strap. Nice. But it's not a strap that uses a strap button. It's a strap that hooks on the sound hole. What? Why would you do that? Also, some picks in there and a clip-on tuner. I don't pay a lot of attention to those because there's not a lot of value in that, really. And talking of value, it's more expensive than the Flight. This is £60, thereabouts. You can pick up a Flight for about 40. Maybe a bit less, so it's quite a lot more money. And I'm just sort of summing up, everything else is the same. I prefer the bridge on this. I don't mind the plastic neck, but some people will like the wood. I don't mind the frets, but some people will like the metal frets. But otherwise, same sort of construction, but quite a bit more money. Not heavy, 480 grams, balances well too. So we're gonna have a play of it. Setup's all right on it as well, maybe a little bit high at the 12th, but there's no 0 fret here, so I hope the nut's okay. And I will do you side by side with the Flight. You know, same construction, they're going to sound the same, aren't they? We'll find out. In tune with the strobe tuner. Volume. Good, very good. No complaints with the volume. That's got lots of punch. Sustain, not so good. It's all right, very average. But I can already tell I don't like the tone. One thing I said about the Flights was that they're really, really close to the Magic Flute Fleas. There's a warmth to them despite there being a lot of plastic. There's a thinness to the tone and it sounds a bit lunchboxy, echoey, like you're playing a plastic instrument. Finger picked, it was really thin again. Marginally prefer it finger picked, but it's very thin. I said I'd do a side by side, didn't I? So, okay, go back to the flight. Now this is the long neck soprano, but as I can assure you, I've reviewed both. They sound the same. Immediately, a warmer tone. Warmer, more rounded, I think. You tell me. Let's try the finger picking. I don't think there's any contest. I don't think there's any contest. I think this sounds like a poor imitation. Sorry, Ortega. I just think there's more sustain to this as well. More roundness. I'll keep going on. Much thinner, much more staccato. So, you know, had the flight never appeared, I'd probably be thinking this makes a lot of sense for a lot of people. The only differences are the neck and the frets. If you desperately want this style of ukulele and want to put Aquila Reds on or a wound string, you're not going to be able to do it with this. I wouldn't recommend it with that. So maybe this is your option. But it costs you 20 quid more than the flight. I don't think it's worth 20 quid more. I don't think it sounds anywhere near as good as the flight. So a positive here with the frets, if for some people. Otherwise very much the same sort of thing. Otherwise the same sort of design. Lots of design options on this, lots of design options on this one. Very, very similar. But this beats it on price, sound, and I think just all round sounds better. I really wanted to like this more because I looked at that neck and I thought, you know, that's something I think Flight should be thinking about. But actually, that's the only thing they got right with it because it doesn't sound as good at all. I'm going on. Right, the Keiki from Ortega. Keiki K2, also K3, same thing, but just with the wooden laminate finishes. This one comes in all the colours and the designs and the prints. £60 in my neck of the woods or thereabouts. It's a soprano. It's all right. No, it's not all right. I don't like the sound. There we are. I'm going to stop. Thank you very much for watching. Much appreciated. If you like what you see, think about subscribing. I'm back next week. No idea what's coming, I'm afraid. No idea. I've got boxes and boxes of ukuleles downstairs. But it'll be good, I'm sure. Take care of yourselves this week. Please stay safe. Look after each other. And see you very soon. Bye-bye.